The 320's got to be the easiest weapon system to test out on. And the M4, I mean, don't really have an excuse to not test out on that one. I mean, it's our primary weapon system.
Fort Stewart, Georgia, home of the 3rd Infantry Division. In late summer, the air hangs heavy with heat and the scent of rain. The ground shifts from dust to swamp, and the pine forests hum with cicadas and distant gunfire. Here, nothing comes easy. The sun punishes, the insects swarm, the mud grips every step. Yet still, the infantry endures. Now, the dog-faced soldiers of the 3rd Infantry Division step forward into the heat, the swamp, and the grind to earn not just a badge, but a symbol of mastery, discipline, and heart.
You know it's my first time, son.
What drew me to the infantry was just the weapons.
Ever since I was a private, right, you show up to your unit and you got guys rocking EIB over there, U.S. Army, and it looks fancy, it looks tough.
The expert infantry badge, to me, means that you are dedicated to your craft, you're willing to be disciplined to it, and you can perform under pressure and be able to do it perfectly. I think gives yourself as well as the guys to your left and right a lot of confidence that should you have to go down range, you can perform under the stress of war and take care of yourself and the guys beside you.
The United States Army, the oldest branch of our military. It's defended the nation for over 250 years. From the Revolutionary War to modern conflicts, the infantry has remained its lifeblood. In 1944, Army Chief of Staff George C. Marshall established an award to honor the courage and skill of the infantrymen. This is the Expert Infantryman Badge. At Fort Bragg, 100 non-commissioned officers faced grueling tests of endurance, marksmanship, and tactical precision, but only 10 met the standard. On March 29, 1944, Technical Sergeant Walter Bull became the first to wear the badge. The EIB remains a mark of mastery, grit, and excellence on the modern battlefield. Though each badge is the same in appearance, each soldier's journey as they set out to earn it is different, each with their own story, motivation, and challenges.
My name is Specialist Colton Blackston. I'm from the 3rd Battalion, 15th Infantry Regiment, and I'm from Clarksville, Tennessee. What I did a lot as a younger kid was a lot of skateboarding and playing outside, but mostly skateboarding. After high school, got into HVAC, moved out, got my own apartment. I did that for a couple of years, installing, doing service tech work, but it gets hot in those attics, real hot. I talked to my dad about joining the Army, and he said it was the best decision he's ever made, and I kind of went off his best judgment because he was in for 22 years. I've heard the camaraderie before I joined the Army was better in the infantry and than any other job. You know, having a good group of dudes to, you know, like your brothers to mess around with and have fun with, but also be serious when it's time to be serious. I'd say the Army and the infantry as well has matured me more than anything. You know, it made me take things more serious and I guess be more respectful of people as well. I would encourage anybody to choose the infantry, men or women, just because the people you work with are like the best. One of my difficulties is I'll stress over very little things. Get real nervous when it comes down to it. I'm not very good under pressure, I guess. You know, just growing up too, you do something wrong, you stress over it. Wasn't very good at talking to new people either, like especially interviews. I really suck at those, really makes me nervous.
Everything's fine, we're just gonna talk.
Can we skip that one? How would you do it, huh? And yeah.
What's your unit?
Oh, 315, 15th Infantry Regiment.
Can you do it one more time?
Yeah. Full name? I'm from the 3rd Battalion, 15th Infantry. Mother.
Alright, you ready for this?
I'm Staff Sergeant Jarrett, Oquain. My unit is 315, 2nd Brigade. My hometown is Welsh, Louisiana. So growing up in Louisiana, a lot of people don't think there's a lot of fun stuff to do, but there is. A lot of country stuff, I guess. You know, we had four-wheelers, we hunted. For parties, we had bonfires. I mean, went to school, played football. I started varsity my junior year. You know, playing defensive end was a little small, probably. Any other positions really weren't for me. I mean, I wasn't overly fast. We went to the semifinals for state for our size. Football probably prepared me because showing up on summer leave when I didn't want to and working out, that probably played a factor in how I am today. As a teenager, yeah, being in the Army sounds cool, but we didn't really consider it seriously. I joined construction and I started working in Florida on construction. So I didn't really consider the Army until literally I was like, you know what, it's time for a change. And I didn't get the sense of accomplishment from it. And I went to the recruiting office and I shipped out 2 weeks later. So my high school self would look at me now and be like, dude, why are you bald? But besides that, he would be pleased, I think. I think he would be pleased. I mean, I got an amazing wife, a baby about to come into the world. I have a great job that I think I'm good at. Yeah, he'd be pleased.
So my name is First Lieutenant Justin Balkam. I currently work in Cobra Company 269, and I'm from Locust, North Carolina.
Brother, strap up.
I have had the best childhood growing up. I grew up in a small town. We had 3 restaurants, like 2 stoplights. Everyone knew each other. It was great. My mom and dad were both very supportive, always at sporting events, school functions. My grandparents on both sides. One of the best aspects of my development years is they always expect a lot out of me and believed in me. There is a deep intertwined system of support and love. I grew up spending all my days outside of school in the woods. If it wasn't playing sports, it was in the woods, either hunting, building tree houses with my brother. Anything that got me outside of the house, I was all about. I mean, I remember elementary school, my best friend and I, we played basketball every single day. From 8 to 12, we were best friends. From 12 to 1, the fiercest enemies possible. And then from 1 until we got out of school, or that rest of the day, we couldn't talk to each other because we were so competitive. I would say probably all of my deeply rooted friendships from my early years were all because of sports. I love the competition part of it. I love the camaraderie part of it, especially at high school football, right? Like the summer workouts, the 7-on-7s during the week and on the weekends, and the 100-degree days when you're going out there. And it kind of sucks, but looking back, those are foundational moments. While I was growing up, my dad, he runs a small family-owned car dealership, and so a lot of my years and time was spent there helping him.
Buy with confidence, buy with Tar Heel, buy with family.
So naturally, that was where I wanted to fall into outside of college. So I got to college, made new friends, had new experiences, kind of learned that maybe there's a little more opportunities in the world besides the family car dealership. It was the summer after my sophomore year. I had taken a trip across the Outer Banks, and I remember I'd stopped at Emerald Isle, and I was waiting on a friend to get out of work. And I was sitting there thinking merely about what was next for me and my next future. And the military had popped in my mind. That moment there, it sounds super cliche, but that was kind of the calling moment.
The next 3 weeks will be grueling, stressful, and mentally demanding. Whether it's to steady nerves, to feel a sense of accomplishment, or to conquer the next big competition, each soldier's motivations brought them to this very point. But once they step onto the lanes, will these motivations be enough to sustain them, or will they buckle under the pressure?
You know it's my first time, son.
On the next EIB.
Good. Charge it. Turn around. Get 3 hops.
That was a pretty good lane. 10 minutes went by really quick. Really quick.